Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. We got an exciting one for you today. We got a #1 contenders match to find out who is going to go up against Joe Farrelly for this next title shot. So we got Robert Castner and Thomas Scully here going head-to-head. I'm very excited about this. Both of these guys playing really, really good right now. Scully, obviously, has had a couple opportunities to get to the title this year, hasn't quite made it happen. But Robert, this would be a first time in a contender match, first time being in a singles title match. So very exciting stuff. Nick is here, obviously. How are you doing, Nick? And what do you think of the match?
Doing well, Tim. Both these players, they were the 1 and 2 seed in the tournament. And both went out earlier than expected, going out early in the quarterfinals. But in this picture that sort of followed, they had to go through some other fellow quarterfinal people who lost in the quarterfinals and some very good rookies. Both of them managed to do it. Both of them managed to get here today. Scully having a killer singles year. He's made it back to the title match twice. Robert in a 5-way contender match earlier on in the year, coming in third in that. And now he's a team's champion now. So definitely two different players, even from where we saw them at the beginning of the year. So I'm very excited to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to go talk to them right now in the promos.
All right. Back in this opportunity. We keep getting back to this opportunity because we're better than everyone in this league. We just steamrolled our way here. It was beautiful. I'd love to see you continue the steamroll, move Robert aside, and get right back to another chance with Joe. Because every time we play Joe, it's super close, and I think this time we got this. But it's Robert. I don't know. I think this is not the hardest person you could be playing today. How do you feel?
Manners maketh man. Let's play.
Well, here you are. Singles wise, it's first time in this area, but they can say as much as they want about this being easy, but you're the one with the belt. Last I checked. It's not a fluke. So that's how that works. But I mean, you deserve to be here. You're a great player. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. You won it. How you feeling today?
You'll notice my ensemble. The reason I'm like this is because this is me going back to basics. This is Rocky 3 me, I guess you could say. I haven't lost anything. Well, I did long ago, but this is me pumping myself up, bobbing my head, making sure that people know I'm here for a fight. This isn't going to be, it's going to be knockdown, drag out, not like Rocky 5 in the streets, but like Rocky 3 at Madison Square Garden. Hopefully this is a situation where it's like the second fight, not the first. I obviously don't want it to be like the first because you would die in that scenario. Again, people, Rocky not in this fandom picture anymore. But the point is that I'm here. I'm here to fuck shit up. And whether that's on a good scale, whether that's on a bad scale, point is that I'm not taking this lightly. Scully shouldn't take this lightly. Koho shouldn't take me lightly because I'm here to drop heavy bombs. That's the point.
Damn right. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Nick, intense promos. What'd you think?
Tim, great promos. Robert probably wishes he was playing back when, Rocky was in Fandom. And Scully seems focused. But Tim, wouldn't it be crazy if something unexpected happened right now?
Yes.
Brittany, I mean, it's like 2 a.m. I was sleeping, and then you messaged me, hey, I'm cashing in my #1 contender match right now. Manage me. All right. Sure. Why not? You earned it. This is Scully. This is Robert. These are two of the big ones. But here's the thing. You proved that you are on their level. So you have the knowledge, you have the experience in both title matches and #1 contender matches. So, you have a killer year behind you. And even if you don't win today, I think you are going to continue having a great year. So this is something extra, like an extracurricular thing that you are doing today.
Yeah.
But I really think you have a chance to win this because you are really, really, really good. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. I decided to cash this in right now, so we'll see how prepped I am. But I feel really good. I think it'll be fun to do a triple threat. I've never played Scully or Thomas one-on-one, so this should be fun.
It's Scully or Robert. Thomas and Scully are the same person.
Yep, that is true. Yep. So, but I haven't played Robert either, so this should be fun. I'm excited, and yeah.
Very sick.
Nick!
What?
Oh my God! At first, I didn't know what was happening because David was whispering. I could barely understand. Well, why are David and Brittany here? But then I figured it out. Brittany cashing in her number one contender ship that she won at the beginning of the year from the last one standing event. Yeah, this is nuts. Nick, what do you think about what's going on?
Tim, I was excited. Now I'm more excited. You know, if I hadn't known it was already happening, but I'm pretending.
Acting.
I'm very excited. These are probably three of the best players outside of the champion right now. As we said, Scully's challenged for multiple belts. Obviously, Brittany just challenged in one of the greatest title matches we've ever seen. And Robert's the only one in the match right now with a belt. So this is insane. This is going to be wild. Usually we don't let the person who just challenged for the belt try and challenge again, but Brittany did so well, and she earned her spot thanks to last one standing. So she's back here to try and do it again. I'm excited, Tim.
Let's get into it, Nick. Explain how round number one is going to work.
Well, round number one is going to work like this. We're going to have 10 questions to the realm of fandom fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down an answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point you will reveal your answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, you would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
I knew what I said could be construed as a poop joke, just FYI. I know.
I still have PTSD from the last one of these I did, so we'll just see what. But I'm ready.
Oh, man. All right, Nick, let's kick this off. What's question one?
Your first question comes in the category of Mission Impossible. In Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, who shoots the Chancellor of Austria at the opera?
Have you been to the opera?
Never been, but I am a fan, believe it or not.
Could you sing us a little? A piece, maybe. There you go. You just got Koho real excited. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Ethan Hunt.
Brittany.
Ethan.
And Scully.
Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt is correct. We're all tied up 1-1 as we get into your next question in the category of Disney live action. Who plays General Tung, a high-ranking leader and mentor to Mulan in Mulan? This movie is poo.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No, it's not good. I was really excited for it, and it is a booty.
Yeah, you're right.
5, 4, 3,
Boo.
2, 1. Pens down. Brittany, let's go to you.
With Donnie Yen.
Scully.
Donnie Yen.
And Robert.
Makes sense. I said Chow Yun Fat.
Donnie Yen is correct. So, Brittany and Thomas stay tied as we get into the next question. What is it, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. What is the title of the song Ariel sings about her desire to join the surface world in The Little Mermaid?
You broke up for me. Can I get a technical, please?
Gotcha. The question again. What is the title of the song Ariel sings about her desire to join the surface world in The Little Mermaid?
So this is the second question that I've heard you read about this film in the last couple weeks. I just edited a question about it, and the way you say Ariel. 5, 4.
If you're 3, 2, skydiving, you're
1.
You're
Pens down. Potato. Let's go to Thomas.
Part of your world.
Robert.
Oh, I said part of their world.
And Brittany.
I also messed it up. I said part of your world. Oh.
Can we take the or do we the is not part of it? I don't know.
I think it's just part of your world.
Okay, so then with that, Thomas will be the only one to get the point, making it 3-2-1 because it is part of your world, not there, no us. So we are going to move on to the next question, which is going to be in the category of Fandom Quotes. Which James Bond film features Bond saying the quote, "He met his Waterloo"?
Here we go again.
Remember when we played that team in Warzone and they were a bunch of assholes? Fucking Jack Pinchuk, I swear to God.
He's still
No, seriously, like
Right.
I can't stand it. 5.
I don't even dislike that.
Three,
I think he's great. I just
2.
love
Oh, I fucking no. 1. Pens
love
down. Let's go to Robert.
It's the man with the golden gun.
We'll go to Brittany.
I said The Living Daylights.
We'll go to Thomas.
The Living Daylights.
The Living Daylights is correct. So we move on to the next question. What is it, Nick?
Next question comes in the category of Middle Earth. Who speaks to Thorin from the ground below as he tries to throw Bilbo from the ramparts and gets him to let him go?
In the Battle of the Five Armies.
Correct. Yep.
It's okay. That is by far one of my favorite things is when we miss one of those and then one of us just looks at each other. In the Battle. 5.
I get to the end of writing it, and I'm like, oh, I probably put it at the beginning.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
I think I'm wrong. I just put Bird.
We'll go to Thomas.
Gandalf.
And Robert.
Said Gandalf.
Gandalf is correct. So Thomas leads 5-3 to 2 as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of Star Trek. Who plays Winona Kirk, James T. Kirk's mother in Star Trek 09? This movie good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. What would you give it out of an 09?
In 07. 5.
Ooh, that's not
4,
that good.
3,
Yeah.
2,
It's only like
1.
8%.
Pens down. Give it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Let's go to Scully.
Jennifer Morrison.
We will go to Robert.
Jennifer Morrison.
And Brittany.
Jennifer Morrison.
That is correct.
All
right, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of the worlds of DC. Besides Atlantis, name the four of the original 7 kingdoms that feature living characters belonging to that kingdom in Aquaman.
I just have to ask Maggie a quick question. Maggie, Jennifer Morrison, she played the captain's wife, right? That on How I Met Your Mother? That's her, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Maggie.
Yes. Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe. Yeah, you guys got it at the same time. Nice.
Yep.
5, 4, 3,
Big fan.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Robert.
Said Fisherman, Brian, Zebel, and Trench.
Okay, and we will go to Brittany.
I put the fisherman, Zebel, Brine, and Atlantis.
We will go Scully.
Zebel, Brine, Fisherman, Trench.
So we can accept everyone but Brittany.
Oh.
So Thomas will go up 7. Robert ties Brittany at 4. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, we will get into the next question, which is going to be in the category of horror icons. Which Friday the 13th film features 2 counselors sneaking away from a campfire sing-along only to be murdered? Campfire sing-along. This is 2 typos now, Nick. What the fuck were you on writing this match?
No,
How dare you?
Yeah, I wish.
God. 5.
Why?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
Is it the original Friday the 13th?
And Scully.
Friday the 13th from 1980.
And Robert.
I said Friday the 13th, part 1.
I don't know if we can accept part. That's not the name of the movie. That's where I'm leaning, Nick.
and I don't know if it's called that anywhere. So
I'm going to say that it is not, because I do not believe that it is anywhere called Friday the 13th Part 1. So I would give Brittany and Thomas the point, and then Robert can do with that what he will.
Can I bring in my manager?
Yes, you can. I'll bring that.
I see where you're coming from, and I see where they're coming from. It's not technically called Part 1, but I feel like it could be a way to describe this one compared to the new one.
I was doing that
because you have all the parts, so it's not called it, but it's basically the same thing. Oh, Friday the 13th, 1980. It's not called Friday the 13th, 1980. You're just giving a description of what it is. I mean, we have a lot of match left. It's a point, but if you feel like you want to challenge it,
how confident do you think it could be to win this?
I don't know if we're going to, because they're usually pretty strict. Because they're pretty strict on titles, and I don't know if we're going to win that one.
All right, fun.
But I see where the mindset is.
Okay, so we're moving on.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we are moving on with the score 8-5-4, and I believe Scully is still perfect.
That's correct.
Okay, go ahead, Nick.
Your penultimate question comes in the category of the Wizarding World. When Harry finds out what the second task is, he worriedly asks Moaning Myrtle if there is what kind of creatures in the Black Lake in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Just one of the other students to do it for you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Harry Potter! Harry Potter!
Yeah.
Gee, you guys are just killing it on the act tonight.
4, 3, 2, 1. FANZONE. We should know better than to talk in Harry Potter quotes. Let's go to Scully.
Mer people.
We will go to Robert.
Mer people.
And Brittany.
Okay, go ahead and overthink it. Mer people.
Mer people is correct. So we move on to the final question of the round. If Scully hits this, it will be a perfect round. Your question is in the category of Star Wars. Which 2 characters join Padme on her trip to go see Anakin on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith? Oh, man. I'm tired.
Why?
I've had a very busy week. I'm in Madison 2 days a week now for the next few weeks. By the time this airs, I think it'll be done. But 5, 4. It's just a lot. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Obi-Wan and C-3PO.
And we will go to Brittany.
Obi-Wan and C-3PO.
And Thomas.
C-3PO and Obi-Wan.
That is correct, and that is a perfect round for Thomas Scully. So, Scully, this question is going to go to you, only to you. You do not need your whiteboard. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, let's do it.
Your question. How many fandom films have been directed by J.J. Abrams? Five, 4, 3, 2,
repeat.
1. All right, that is Scully's first repeat. How many fandom films have been directed by J.J. Abrams? Scully, I know you're writing, but if you,
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
5.
That is correct for the bonus question and the true perfect round. The films being The Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Mission Impossible 3. So Scully will get his total up to 11, to Brittany 7, to Robert 6. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, we're going to get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. Why would I say? I don't know. Nick, tell us how round number 2 is going to work.
Round number 2. Going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have 10 fandom categories on the wheel. No spinners or opponent's choice as it is a multi-person match. It's almost like we prepared beforehand. But each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. Each player will get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Stealing available to both players not currently answering. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
The categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Mission Impossible, Disney Live Action, DC, MCU, Scores and Soundtracks, Worlds of DC, YA, Horror Icons, and AVP. So, Scully, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Brittany?
We're going to defer. Don't put up the
You're right, it's great. You're right, it's great.
Come on. We'll defer.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I was trying to talk to Maggie. So we will go over to Brittany. Would you like to spin or defer to Robert?
You want to spin?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to get a little.
Let's spin.
Okay, sounds good. So this is going to be your spin, Brittany. It lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
So I know I missed that one question there, but I still feel pretty good at it. Yeah. And there's worse on here, so I think keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We're going to keep it?
Yep.
Okay. Nick, do you want to go ahead and give Brittany her questions in Worlds of DC?
Gladly. Brittany, are you prepared for your questions in the category of the Worlds of DC?
Yep.
All right, your first question. Which Worlds of DC film features a woman trapped under rubble with her boss refusing to leave her side?
Man of Steel.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In The Suicide Squad, in what kind of location does the Suicide Squad take the Thinker captive?
A bar.
That is correct for 2 points. A tie for the lead. Your third question. Who plays Martha Wayne in the opening of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice?
Lauren Cohen.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the weapons on top of the walls surrounding Atlantis in Aquaman?
Hydro cannons.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. During the fight in Belgium in Wonder Woman, what word does Steve yell to signal to Diana to take down the sniper in the watchtower?
I'll take multiple for that, please.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, shield, B, raise, C, jump, D, flight?
Okay, your repeat of the options.
Sure, your options again are A, shield, B, raise, C, jump, D, flight.
A?
A is correct for 1 point and a sweep of the Worlds of DC.
So Brittany brings her total up to 16. No steals, so Thomas is still at 11 and Robert is still at 6. Is that what you have?
That's correct, Tim.
Okay, so we will bring back the wheel. And Mr. Koho, would you guys, you and Scully, would you like to spin or defer to Robert?
I would defer again.
Defer. Por favor.
Okay, so then we will bring in Mr. Tisdall, and this is going to be the spin for Robert. It lands on Disney Animation. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Given
Not
where
that
we're
way.
at,
We could probably-
I'm thinking spinning again for this. Just
Yeah,
let the,
I think that's
Oh,
fair.
they
Buy
may.
me some points.
yeah.
There's a
We're
lot of
gonna
Disney animation.
we're gonna spin again.
Okay, this is what you are stuck with, except it's not because we already spun that. So this is what you are stuck with,
I'm not going to say the obvious joke.
and they want you to have Disney Animation.
Cool.
You got your repeats, and you got some multiple choice. Do what you got to do.
Yep.
All right, Robert, I will be giving you your questions in the category of Disney Animation. Are you ready?
Sure.
Your first question. Blame It on the Samba, Bumble Boogie, and Once Upon a Winter Time are segments from which Disney animated package film?
I'm going to multiple, please.
Okay, your options are A, Melody Time, B, Fun and Fancy Free, C, Saludos Amigos, or D, The Three Caballeros.
Saludos Amigos.
That is incorrect. Brittany and Scully chance for a 1-point steal. Your options are A, Melody Time, B, Fun and Fancy Free, C, Saludos Amigos, or D, The Three Caballeros. And we will get that steal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
I said Melody Time.
And Scully.
The Three Caballeros.
Melody Time is the correct answer. So Brittany will get that 1-point steal as we get to Robert's second question. Who voices Mildred, Lewis's foster home caretaker in Meet the Robinsons?
Multiple, please.
All right, your options are A, Annette Bening, B, Michelle Pfeiffer, C, Linda Cardellini, or D, Angela Bassett.
Can I get the options one more time, please?
Yes, you can. Is it A, Annette Bening, B, Michelle Pfeiffer, C, Linda Cardellini, or D, Angela Bassett?
Annette Bening.
That is incorrect. Brittany and Scully chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Annette Bening, B, Michelle Pfeiffer, C, Linda Cardellini, or D, Angela Bassett? And we will get that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany
I said D.
and Scully.
C.
D, Angela Bassett is correct. So Brittany will get another 1-point steal, bringing her total up to 18. Robert, we will go to your third question. In Encanto, what kind of plant does Isabel surprisingly make grow for the first time when Mirabel comes to hug her? Five.
Repeat.
All right, that is going to be your first repeat. In Encanto, what kind of plant does Isabel surprisingly make grow for the first time when Mirabel comes to hug her?
I'll multiple again.
All right, your options are A, tree, B, a cactus, C, poison ivy, or D, crabgrass.
Cactus.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question, Robert. In Zootopia, what is the name of the district that Judy chases Duke Weaselton through, where she saves Mr. Big's daughter?
Multiple, please.
All right, your options are A, Tundra Town, B, Sahara Square, C, Little Rodentia, or D, the Nocturnal District.
A.
A is incorrect. Brittany and Scully chance for 1-point steal. Is it A, Tundra Town, B, Sahara Square, C, Little Rodentia, or D, the Nocturnal District? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany
C.
and Scully.
Little Rodentia.
C, Little Rodentia is correct. So Brittany and Scully will gain that 1-point steal. And Robert, we move to your final question in Disney animation. What is the name of the leader of the cat band in the Aristocats?
Scat Cat.
That is correct for 2 points. So Robert ends his round with 9 with the steals. Scully gets his total up to 12, and Brittany is at 19. Is that what you have?
That's what I have.
Okay, so we are going to bring back the wheel and Mr. Koho for Scully's spin. Scully, it lands on scores and soundtracks. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I would take that. If you
Okay.
yeah. I mean, if you're not sure, I mean, this is a great wheel left.
There's definitely landmines I don't want to have, so let's just keep this.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, Nick, do you want to go ahead and give Scully his questions in the category of scores and soundtracks?
Sure. Scully, are you prepared for your questions in the category of scores and soundtracks?
Let's do it.
First question. Which original Planet of the Apes film was not composed by Leonard Rosenman or Jerry Goldsmith?
Conquest of the Planet of the Apes.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What is the name of the title sequence song in The Spy Who Loved Me, performed by Carly Simon?
Nobody Does It Better.
That is correct for 2 points.
Banger song.
Your third question. Who composed the score for Morbius?
Fuck. That fucking vampire book. Give multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Jed Kurzel, B, Joseph Trapanese, C, John Frizzell, or D, John Ekstrand?
D.
D is correct for 1 point.
That fucking vampire fuck. Oh, man, that's good. All right.
Scully, your penultimate question. How many Star Trek composers have only composed one Star Trek film?
Five, 4, 3,
2.
That is incorrect. Brittany and Robert chance for a 2-point steal.
And we'll get those steals in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Robert, we'll go to you.
Said 3.
And Brittany.
I also said 3.
3 is correct.
Who are the 3?
Leonard Rosenman for The Voyage Home, Cliff Idleman for The Undiscovered Country, and Dennis McCarthy for
Fucking Rosenman.
All right.
Hold on. Cohen for a second.
Yes, we can.
Am I crazy for thinking Rosenman did more than one?
Rosenman only did 4. You're good. It's a 3. Rosenman did 4 and nothing.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, so we're good.
All right, so just to score a recap, I have Brittany at 21, Scully at 17, and Robert at 11.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Scully, your final question in scores and soundtracks. What DreamWorks film features the songs Dancing with Myself and Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
Flushed Away.
That is correct for 2 more points in the end of round number 2.
So we got Brittany in the lead with 21, Scully in second with 19, Robert trailing with 11. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, Nick, explain how round number 3 is going to work, would you please?
Well, round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play all 5 questions in this round, as there are implications for second place and whatnot.
Yes. So no matter what, all 3 players will play all 5 questions, unless you hit 0. Maybe I'll make that rule, but I
can't.
Yeah, nobody.
No, that's true. You can't. Any questions about how this is going to work, lady and gentlemen?
No.
Let's do it.
Okay, then the first category that you can bet points on is going to be, it's my favorite. It's Middle Earth. All right, let's get back starting with Robert.
2.
Brittany.
2.
And Thomas.
2.
Okay, your question in the category of Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, what do Merry and Pippin do that causes the monstrous creature outside of the entrance to the Mines of Moria to emerge? I love this movie.
No, you don't.
I do. I love it.
No, you don't.
Oh my god. I also didn't know Brittany was going to be in this match today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Robert, let's go to you.
So throw rocks into the water.
Brittany.
Throw rocks in the water.
And Scully.
Yeah, throw rocks.
Yeah. So everybody gets the point. 23 to 21 to 13 as we get into the next category. What is it, Nick?
Your next category is the Wizarding World.
All right, let's get bets starting with Brittany.
Oh, 2.
Scully.
We reject managers, 2.
And Robert.
I did what my manager suggested, and I just put 2 up here forever.
It's not a numbers question.
All right. What is the question, Nick?
Your question is, who tells the group that Snape knows Harry was sighted in Hogsmeade after they returned to Hogwarts in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Are you a Part 2 or Part 1 kind of guy?
For this franchise?
Yes.
I would say Part 2 is the best one. Like, of all of them.
Fair. That makes sense. 5, 4.
I'll take a repeat, please.
All right, that is going to be Brittany's first repeat.
Question again. Who tells the group that Snape knows Harry was sighted in Hogsmeade after they returned to Hogwarts in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
What about the Godfather trilogy? Are you a Part 1 or Part 2 type of guy?
There's 3 of those.
Yeah.
You just covered the trilogy.
All right. Are you a? I don't know. I don't know, Nick. There's so many in fandom. I don't want to. 5, 4.
You are Morbius or Morbius 2? It's more
1.
time.
Hands down. Let's go to Brittany.
I said Jenny.
Let's go to Scully.
Jenny.
Let's go to Robert.
Jenny.
Ginny is correct. So Brittany will get her total up to 25. Thomas goes up to 23 and Robert at 15. So your next category that you'll be able to bet points on is going to be Alien versus Predator. Let's get bets starting with Scully.
2.
And Robert.
2.
And Brittany.
2.
All right, Nick, it's my question. Hey, Alien versus Predator. Your question is, who plays Lynch, a former sniper in Group 2 in The Predator? Have you seen this film?
I want to know, have you ever seen The Predator?
Nothing will ever beat I came in through the window. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
1. All right, that is Scully's second repeat. Who plays Lynch, a former sniper in Group 2 in The Predator?
What is that?
Twohig going for an EGOT. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Yeah.
Got it. I'm less familiar with most of those.
That's fair. That's fair.
Though I have done some acting
5,
today,
4,
as well as
3,
some singing.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Scully.
No.
Let's go to Robert.
Pretty sure he had a dick in this movie. Alfie Allen.
And let's go to Brittany.
Alfie Allen.
Alfie Allen is correct. So, we are going to move on to the next question. And what is that category, Nick?
That category is YA.
Let's get back starting with Robert.
Dose.
And Brittany.
0.
And Scully.
2.
Okay. Nick, what is the question in YA?
Question is, in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, what are the deathly traps set throughout the city called?
Are you a Part 1 or a Part 2?
Yeah,
that's why I looked ahead and I saw that this question was coming. And I'm like, well, I can't ask about that.
Tim, I do believe if Scully does hit this, that will be the end of the match.
Yes.
Nope.
We will not need to move on. Yes.
I know we said we'd ask 5, but we lied because we're liars.
5, 4.
I like Deathly Hallows Part 1 the best.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany, who bet 0.
I don't remember. I said drones.
We will go to Robert.
Pods.
And Scully.
Pods.
And your winner, Brittany Tapley, moving on to the title match once again. Nick, a final score of 27-23 to 19. 23-19! We have a 23-19! And we're back. Yeah, really great match. And honestly, one that was going back and forth for a while there. I know Robert was pretty down on himself after round 2. You can just kind of tell sometimes with when players have those types of rounds, but he still made it competitive in round 3. Getting when Scully missed that question, it could have gone a different way with Robert and Thomas, but both hitting that YA question, Thomas secures second place. So, but Brittany having a really dominant game. Maybe not a round 1 that, even though it was a high scoring round 1, she still seemed kind of meh, and then was able to come in round 2 and 3 and just hit the questions that she needed to hit. It was a really excellent match. You want to just start the post-match interviews?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert.
So, yep, let's bring in Robert and Anthony.
Mr. Castner. If I do say so myself. Not your best round 2, but you managed to hang with Brittany in round 1. That's fantastic. And you managed to make it a game in round 3. You got questions right that other people missed. And then in round 2, you even the questions you did miss, some other players didn't get the steal on them, which shows that maybe they were pretty difficult questions. So at the end of the day, Robert, you're still a champion. Like I said, you're the only champion on screen here today. And this does unfortunately bring your singles run this year to an end. But we will see you back soon, very soon, actually, I think like in a week, to defend your team's championship. So despite the match not going how you wanted, Robert, what would you say you're feeling about this match and about your singles run this year overall?
So, well, in multi-person matches, third seems to be where I end up. So that's cool. No, I mean, there were 2 questions in round 1 I should have just said Friday the 13th. I don't know why I put part 1. I'm an idiot. And then Part of Your World I should have got. I looked wrong. So I could have had the lead, and then maybe I probably would have still deferred. So I probably still would have got Disney anyway. It was the one category I didn't want. We talked about it. It's just the one thing I didn't want because it's the thing I haven't revisited lately of everything that's there. And I would have done maybe not as well as Brittany or Scully in those, but I would have done better, and I would have been there. And, not to say anything, but I was the only one who didn't miss a round 3 question. So that's something I could take away from something. No, I mean, singles went pretty well this year. I mean, would I have liked to go further in the tournament? Sure. Would I have liked to not get third and have the singles run end this year? Sure. But I mean, that was always going to be a tall task anyway. I think if you had asked anybody in the community, I probably would have been third of 3 in this. But I still have the team's belt to fall back on. So, and we're going to try to defend that soon. So, no, Brittany and Scully were great, and I was, average to not as good. So
let me tell you, Robert, I know a lot about falling back on teams' belts, and they are a sweet, sweet thing to fall back on. So you take pride in that, my friend.
I do. And I was thinking about that, Tim, when Scully made the comment about, having like 1,000-yard stairs about 3 ways. So I was like, I was going to mention I didn't want to necessarily be the Tim in that situation, but I ended up being that in that case. Nothing against
the Tim in that situation was drunk and had a lot of fun. So.
I know. I thought about getting that way, but no, it's good. It's good. It's a good time.
Robert, you've been great this year. You were great in this match, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Actually, I just checked the schedule with your team title defense. So, congratulations on that, my friend. As we bring in our second place finisher today, Mr. Thomas Scully. Scully, not the result you wanted, but not the worst result that could have happened today. And coming out of round 1, you were killing it. You were absolutely on fire. Like 11 out of 11. That's crazy. I think you definitely hold the record for the most perfect rounds at this point.
It has to be.
So that's wild. And then the tide started to turn a little bit. I think Brittany got some choice steals that you maybe missed a little bit. Some categories came up in round 3 that you weren't the biggest fan of. And at the end of the day, it was just 2 great players going head-to-head. Brittany came out on top, but you still made it quite a match. Scully, your singles run will not end. So for those watching who don't know, we told them before because they did all know this was going to happen despite our great acting at the beginning. Whoever won would obviously challenge for the title. Whoever came in third would unfortunately be done for the year, and whoever came in second will be in the next picture. So Scully, you're not done for the year. And if this performance today is any indication, everyone else in that picture with you should be very afraid. So Scully, how you doing?
I'm fucking tired, man. I mean, look, I flip-flopped on. I mean, the Robson's question. I had the wrong person in mind and wrote down a letter. And you know, the Star Trek question. I conflate Rosenman and Nimoy in directing and composing, so I think that's what happened there. And then AVP. Look, I mean, if you're a fan of those films, I'm happy for you. But subjectively, they can all burn in hell for all I care. Oh, I'm tired. I need a break. Hopefully I have some sort of reprieve before this next picture or whatever. So yeah, maybe. Thanks. Anyway, but yeah, it's congrats to Brittany. I mean, she's she's
it was a good game.
fire starter or whatever. I mean, she's incredible. She's gonna play Joe again. She almost got him last time. I would bet that she gets him this time.
Sure.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good one to watch. And for the people in the picture, I'm so sorry.
And
you
hey,
probably wanted to say a low-key, non-difficult picture to get through, and I'm sorry. You know,
it's also a thing to say where it's like, yeah, we missed a couple, but like if all 4 round 3s being hit gets us 3rd place, I'm glad we missed one and got 2nd.
Yeah, I scored the most points in round 1, so that's got to count for something, right?
It's got to count for something.
I think it counts for something. Guys, Scully, always a pleasure to see you. We will see you again going for that belt one more time this year. And we'll see you both back in the team's tournament, so that's cool. But we'll move to our winner today, Brittany Tapley. Brittany, just checking the record books. We have a little tab on our document. It's called Records. I was perusing it as the match ended. Mm-hmm. And I believe you are going to be the first person ever to challenge for the belt back-to-back. You're going to be the first person ever to challenge for the belt and then immediately challenge for it again. And honestly, you earned that. Not only just because you were the MVP of the last one standing, but also because of the crazy title match you played in last time, and also because you just beat 2 Titans in a triple threat. So, Brittany, anyone who says you haven't earned your spot back challenging for this title is wrong. And how are you feeling about the win today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Like you said, round 1 was rough. There was like a part I was between and without the like the whole countdown, and then just some weird mistakes I had. And honestly, like after round 1, I'm like, all right, it's gonna be me and Robert trying to go for 2nd. Scully's got this. And then luckily, I got a bunch of steals, and we got AVP because I've been working really hard on that. So I think I did great. I'm really just good at like having a bad round 1 and picking it back up. That's what I think I'm most proud of right now. So yeah, overall, very, very happy.
Yeah, I will say you have developed an ability after playing so long. I think this was like your 13th match, which makes you a seasoned veteran
Jesus.
for sure. But I think you've definitely picked up that ability to not let yourself get down and out when you might not have the lead. So that's fantastic. It's going to help you when you play Joe. Yeah. And that's going to happen very soon. What are your thoughts about going back up against Joe?
I'm so excited to play Joe. Like, I'll still be a little nervous, but like now that I know I can hang with him, and I think I'm finally like used to the 5-round setting, you know. And that match was just so special. I can't wait to play him again. I know he can't wait to play me again either. And like, I think toss a coin. That's how we're gonna see who wins. I mean, fuck, it might even go to sudden death. Like, it's gonna be very, very close.
If you want, we could just skip, like flip a coin. You could all have the tails.
No.
I don't like those odds. I don't want to do that.
Fair. Brittany, fantastic match. Congratulations. We'll see you challenger for the title again very soon here. Tim, what are your thoughts? Wrap it up.
I have a lot of thoughts. You know, Scully is a good friend. I feel bad for Scully. I want him to be successful, and I know that it hurts when he doesn't get there. And so I feel for him. And honestly, I feel the same way for Robert. I know that Robert puts his heart and soul into the game, and when it doesn't work out, I know he puts himself down, but he shouldn't, because they both did incredible. And Brittany is just on another level. I'm not supposed to be biased, but I want her to kick his ass. I'm so excited for this title match. I think, the way that's probably my favorite title match that's ever aired. I thought it was so good, and the two of them are just on another level, and I am super excited to see what happens. So yeah, it's going to be really fun, and we got a lot of good stuff coming up in Fandom Fights. Like we said, next week we got the Fandom Frenzy. So this is really big. If you don't know, the Fandom Frenzy big teams event that is happening next week to find out who is going to play dummies, as Nick said earlier, for the team's title. And then we will have the Brittany versus Joe match as well. So lots of good shit. Really looking forward to it. Thank you to all the players. Thank you to the managers. Thank you to Nick for writing this one. I have been Tim. We will see you real soon with those matches. And until then, have a good one. Bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.